402.50. No longer 403.84. It's 402.50. The new world record in the 400 IM by Leon Marchand. I've been practicing saying Leon Marchand instead of Leon Marchand because I got a lot of hate for it, and it's, probably deserved. And when you go 402.50 in the 400 IM, even though I pronounce names incorrectly more often than anyone on the planet, will take the time to change my brain, to change my ways, and pronounce Leon Marchand in the correct pronunciation in the French way. Leon Marchand, 402.50, 400 IM.
What are we doing here?
I'm serious. What's going on? That was the most incredible session of swimming I have ever seen in my life. And I just watched NCAAs, both men's and women's. And I watched 2008 Beijing craziness. That session was unbelievable. 402.50 from Leon Marchand. We started things off with an incredible 400 freestyle from the men, where Ahmed Hafnaoui and Sam Short came down to the last stroke. Hafnaoui kind of gave it away with a little bit of a short stroke, but we'll get into that in a later video. Maybe if I have time, if I have the capacity, I could make like 15 videos about the first session, the first final session, that is. Even though in the first session we had some drama with Great Britain getting DQ'd. Great Britain jumped early, and I honestly think they might have won that 400 freestyle relay, that men's 400 freestyle relay that the Aussies took instead. But this video isn't about the 400 freestyle. This video isn't about any of the relays. This video is not about anything other than Leon Marchand's 402.50 in the 400 IM. Unbelievable. And there was a lot going on in this race because Peacock did an incredible thing. They got Michael Phelps into the booth to commentate Leon Marchand potentially breaking his 400 IM world record. A lot of people were saying, it's not a lock. It's not a sure thing. I think now that Leon has done what he's done, people are probably going to walk that back. I think all of us knew that this was kind of going to happen. I think all of us knew after he went 404.2 and then backed that up with an insane NCAA performance where a lot of people were like, oh, he's just an underwater kicker. Short course doesn't translate at all. And maybe it doesn't directly translate, but when you're Leon and you've grown up swimming long course and you're an incredible long course swimmer, having that kind of success in an NCAA meet, going 328 in a 400 IM, it does translate. And speaking of NCAAs, after watching prelims at NCAAs in the 400 IM where he went out like a rocket, and it looked like Leon was testing. It looked like he was testing that first 100, testing that first 200 to see how it felt, to see kind of where he was at halfway through the race, and then shut it down and was like, all right, good trial run. And it's a great thing to be able to do when you're as good of a swimmer as Leon is, to be able to go out like that and then shut things down and say, all right, I'm just going to cruise into the wall and make the final at World Championships and call it a day. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to do that, and that sets you up to be able to go 402.5 in the 400 IM. I think that was like an Olympic trials cut in the United States of America in probably like 2008, 2012. It was probably at least close. At least close. I know the trials cuts have gotten a lot faster now. I think it's like a 3:59 in the 400 freestyle, which, speaking of 3:59, a lot of people were saying Leon's going to go 3:59 in the 400 IM. Maybe I was one of them for a moment, but I had a reality check. I had a reality check where I had to kind of take a step back and say, this 403.84 wasn't done by some slouch. This isn't a soft world record like the 200 IM world record is. If you don't get that joke, I made a terrible, terrible opinion. I put a terrible opinion out onto the swimming Twitter internet space where I said for some reason I had a weird day. I was doing some weird brain thinking, and I said that the 200 IM world record was a little bit soft. But back to the NCAA thing before I get off topic. It's a little bit difficult to stay on topic when you're sitting here alone in a room talking to a camera. But I saw him test that out again in the prelims of the 400 IM final. He went out fast. He pushed that first 200 and then went 111 on the breaststroke split. My first thought was like, oh man, like what if his breaststrokes? I was like, what am I thinking? That's stupid. He's going to go 107.6 tonight and then back it up with an incredible freestyle split and go 402.50 in the 400 IM. Quick shout out to Carson Foster, 406.56. I mean, this kid swam incredible this morning. He looked great this morning. He's a great swimmer. A 406.5 is an incredible swim. And it's just one of those situations where it's kind of like Phelps going 403.8. Lochte and Che, could you tell me what they went in that race? I'm telling you, we went 406.56. And now it's your job to not forget that. But 402.50, throw a like on this video real quick before I ramble a little bit more, and go absolutely insane in the comments section. We were kind of predicting this. Go back to that old video and see if, that will this Michael Phelps world record get broken that I put out. See if anybody got that 402.50 right in the comments, because there were a lot of predictions that were in the 402 range. But what an unbelievable thing we're getting to watch right now. We're getting to watch kind of the culmination of a lot of talent that's been brewing. And, there was this weird kind of like boom when the pandemic hit. Everyone kind of settled down, and I think it gave us time to refocus and rethink a lot of things that we were doing and really get or reappreciate the sport and reappreciate the ability to get to train, to, get to compete. And now here we are. We're going 402.5 in the 400 IM. We got 355.3 from Ariane Titmus in the 400 freestyle. We got the Aussie women going 51.99 or something around that range was their average in the 400 freestyle when they set that world record earlier this morning here tonight, or in Japan later tonight. Time zones are weird. They're really confusing, because what happened in Japan is happening in the future for me, kind of, but it's really in the present. We don't want to get into time too much, because I don't want anyone having a crisis. I don't want anyone having a crisis because we have too many days of incredible swimming still yet to come from the 2023 World Swimming Championships in Fukuoka, Japan. If you haven't liked the video yet, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why. A 402.50 doesn't warrant a like from you, the individual watching this video that has made it probably close to 7 minutes into listening to me talk. Honestly, what's wrong with you? But don't leave. Don't leave, because go down to the comment section, go absolutely crazy for this 402.50. And while you're down there, maybe rewind the video and figure out how many times I have said 402.50. At this point, I should just get it tattooed right across my chest in that cool fancy lettering that SpongeBob kind of did when he was trying to write a paper but was procrastinating in that episode where he just wrote the word the. But back on topic. I'm going to wrap this thing up. This is the best way that this world record, this famous Michael Phelps world record, could have gone down. Michael Phelps commentating, a swimmer coached by the coach that took Phelps to the world record in the first place, Bob Bowman, and getting to just clap and put his arms up in the air, and kind of it looked like he was saying I'm proud. I'm proud of what you have done. This is so cool for me to get to watch. And then he polished it off with I'm just really glad that I got to get the longest standing world record. The world record for the longest standing world record, which Michael Phelps holds now. So if you kind of want to play devil's advocate, he still has a world record out there. 2 of them, actually. Individual world record for the longest standing world record. Well, he's also got the world record for the most Olympic gold medals, but he also has the world record, which survived in the 400 freestyle relay, which was anchored by Jason Lezak of the United States of America, 3:08. That world record's still on the books. And I think Team GB could have had a shot at going 3:08 because their team looked incredible. But we're going to have to wait and see. Thanks for watching. 402.50 is the new world record in the 400 IM for Leon Marchand. Hit that like button, drop a comment, go crazy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.